aka Lady D. What's happening? I'm stopping by, you guys, just to say, hey, had a little minute, but I'm going to tell you the thought that I wanted to communicate for a moment is why don't some just pick up the phone? Pick up the phone and call somebody instead of, let me adjust this, excuse me, instead of all this texting, or you call somebody and, let me bring this closer. You call somebody, right? And it's like they have to watch you call and then determine if they're going to pick up the phone right then or call you back later. What's up with that? And sometimes I must say, there are some men who are very guilty with not wanting to talk that much. So what they'll do is they'll see the person call and they'll determine that at that point, I don't really want to talk to them right now. I'll call them back later. So they'll hit them. I'm trying to get this to not fall, y'all. So they'll hit them with a little text, right? Busy right now. They got these automated texts. You push a little button and say, busy right now, can't talk, call you later. Or can I call you later? Or, kiss my butt, I just ain't trying to feel you today. I mean, whatever. You could create your own, but they don't pick up the phone. Now, this person can very much be into you, like you, digging you, all that, right? But just like to hit and miss with not being available to pick up the phone all the time. And they want to do this book of a text. I have witnessed people breaking up, fussing, literally having an argument with one another, and it's through texting. It is through texting. It's called cyber texting fighting. That's what we're going to call it. Cyber texting fighting. And they are going back and forth. You this, that, and I mean, talking about your mama, your daddy, everybody too. Cussing you out, everything, texting. And then get to the point where they even want to apologize texting. Then, when they finally talk, a day or two later, don't nobody even say nothing about all that. It's like everything is over, done, it's cool, we back to normal. What is wrong with picking up the phone? I come from an era where you would just be on the phone for hours, just talking, getting to know what's up, hey boo, what was your day, what's going on, feeling each other's vibe, emotions, just deep into it, right? And it was all good. And that's how you emotionally started your connection with one another. However, now everybody's on this cyber run. They're on this cyber trip. And if we're not DMing, it's like, I ain't got time to talk. I'm on the move. I'm busy. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy. And how can you really express and feel a person's emotions if you can't hear their voice? I know you can feel things through words. Yes, I'm a writer, I'm a poet. I put some words out there that'll have you shiver, right? I understand that. But when it comes down to effective communicating with someone and really getting your point across and really feeling their, what's going on in there, you have got to talk. So when you call somebody and you trying to, see what's up with them, there's some you have to call them 2, 3, 4 times before they even get back with you. First of all, this is for the women. Stop calling that man so many times. If that man is interested in you, first off, he probably going to be calling you more than you calling him, right? So you're going to be like, dang, boo-boo calling me again. He already called me this morning. He called me for lunch. He called me for dinner. He called me for snack. He calling me. All right? That's what he's going to do. And men, it's all right to call her. It's all right to let her know you're thinking about her, that you want to communicate in that way. You know what I'm saying? Metro Toy, yeah. Most men don't know what to even say to a woman on the phone. And that's true. Most men don't know what to say. The conversation is like, oh, they're good with being able to just put a few words in a text, and then these texts be abbreviated, smiley faces, LOLs, LMAOs, and all these, it's not even real words, okay? So it's like you have to get back to being able to converse, being able to communicate with your words, being able to connect with a person more personably. Men, stop not answering your phone. Stop not calling her back, okay? Um, and I'm glad you're doing well. I'm doing well too, Metro Toy. It's been a long day. Let me just get off topic for a minute. I have had a long day. Y'all can see the curls is on one side and they hooked up on the. It has been so cray cray. I mean, you gotta chase your coins and do what you gotta do, but it's been so busy. I cannot wait till I get off today, Riley. But I had to reach out to y'all. But anyway, yeah, back to, we got to get back to the conversation. Answer your phone. If a woman is reaching out and she's calling you, and like I said, women, stop calling them so much and you're not getting return calls back timely, you need to back up. He's probably giving you a message, okay? A big one. But you got to answer the phone, fellas. You got to have some conversation. Some people be on the phone talking. They don't really be talking, but they be on the phone and they be doing 10 other things at one time. I was talking to somebody one time, a man, and they was arguing so much and fussing and dealing with their kids that it made me forget what our conversation was. I was like, what did I just say? Because every other word they were screaming, no, no, no. I know women are good for that because we usually have the kids with us and we on the phone and we may be talking, hold on. And they tell the kids a tale right quick and they get back to you. Oh, I'm sorry, boo, I had to deal with my kid. Okay. But this man was just screaming and hollering and then they get back to the conversation. And I was like, oh, Lord. When you're in a situation like that, deal with your issues. Deal with your issues first, then get back to the conversation, okay? You're right, Metro Toys. Some men do pretend to be someone that they're not. And, you got women that do that too. But they will, sometimes they make it seem like they're so extremely busy. They got so much going on. Oh, I was busy. I was doing this. I was doing that. They right there at the chair with the remote, with a beer, watching the game, look at the phone, see that you call, and I don't want to talk right now. And they'll do that a few times. And then they'll call you back late when they know that you pretty much sleep or then fell asleep. I mean, first of all, is that somebody that's really into you? Is that person really into you to do that? I don't think so. I understand that some want to be chased. Some want to feel as though, somebody is really into them, but miss me with the game plan. We ain't got time to game play. You're either into somebody or you're not. And looking at your phone and not answering it or not calling to talk about in-depth good conversations, just you never know. I was talking to somebody the other day and out of the blue they was telling me about a couple of people they done lost, good friends that just passed, and stuff didn't happen, and this person next day somebody else passed, and and then they got issues with their own family member they dealing with. People have stuff that they're dealing with, and sometimes they just need somebody to talk to. They need you to reach out. They need you to be concerned, right? But back to putting all this, trying to make it seem like you all this and that. If you're not busy like that, quit lying, quit playing. And ain't nobody that busy where you cannot find some time. Find some time, even if it's when you're in the bathroom. When you're in the bathroom, that's the boringest place to be sometime, when you just sitting there trying to make something happen. And a lot of people take their phones in the bathroom and they be sitting on there and they be surfing social media and sending DMs, stuff like that. You can make a phone call. You can make a phone call right quick and see what's going on with somebody, or look and see, and I can't stand the fact This is the one that really gets me too. Have you ever just hit somebody with a good morning, like, hey, good morning. How are you? I hope you have a great day. And you looking at your phone on and off through the morning, go into the afternoon, and they ain't even took 2 seconds to text you back and say, hey, thank you, have a wonderful day, thanks for thinking about me, I've been busy, I'll get back with you later. We have voice texting. Be careful with that though, because sometimes voice texting will have you cussing somebody out, and the only thing you was doing is saying hi, how you doing. So be careful, make sure you read your voice texting before you push send. But you can voice text now. You don't even have to type. Okay? So when you sit up and you tell somebody good morning, how you doing? You being considerate. You took time out your day. You're not being a bugaboo. You're not being a stalker. You thought about that person. You could have been commuting. You could have been just got at work. You could have been at home, kicking back for the day, whatever it is. But you thought about that person and you hit them. The most inconsiderate thing in the world is not to respond back. That's crazy. Nobody is that freaking busy where you cannot respond, because each and every one of us at some point or another is keeping that phone near you during the day. If you don't have it right there near you, you're going to pick it up at some point and check it out and see what your missed calls were. Some of you listen to your voice messages, right? And some of you just look at your texts real quick. And you may make a mental note. Oh, yeah, I got to get back to such and such. They just hit me. I ain't talked to them in a minute. And you don't. You don't. That's inconsiderate. Now, if that's somebody you just absolutely don't want to be bothered with and don't want to ever talk to and could care less if they hit you or not, understood. Lose their number. As a matter of fact, delete it. Why is it still in your phone? You can actually make it go away. And then you won't get nothing from them, right? But you look at it and you don't get back. So freaking inconsiderate. If somebody takes a moment to text me or reach out to me or call me or leave a message, if I cannot talk to you in that moment, if for whatever reason, because like today, this morning, I've been so busy at work, I looked and saw a family member had hit me 4 hours ago. I didn't even know I had to text. I was like, I didn't even pick up my phone this morning because it was so busy. But the thing is, as soon as I got a chance and I woosah before I did this video, I hit them up. And I'm going to let you know I was busy. And I'm going to let you know I'm acknowledging your call back or whatever. So that's a big pet peeve of mine. You don't have to get back, boom, 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 but you need to get back. And if I'm coming at you saying something as sweet as have a nice day, thought about you, good night, how was your day? How you doing? How you feeling? Something just brief, and I don't get any response back, then that lets me know that I'm not significant enough for you to respond, and you have no desire to. And what am I wasting my texts? Am I reaching out to you for? Duh. Okay, real talk. So with that being said, stop being something or trying to pretend that you're being something that you're not. Be yourself. Have your conversation. Acknowledge people when they call you, when they reach out to you. Get back to them, right? Stop with all the texting all the time. It's okay to do that as a backup when you're busy, to get with somebody via text when you can't talk, whatever. That's cool. I'm not saying omit it, but don't let that be the basic means of communication. And have some conversations with someone. That's how you get to know people. Talk about things. Probe. Don't be nosy, but probe a little about how they feeling. Get in tune with their voice and their moods and their emotions. Sometimes, you ever been connected with somebody and they haven't really told you about some things they're going through, but you can feel in their voice and their demeanor that something ain't quite right with them. And you're like, what? You don't sound too good. You don't sound yourself today. What's going on? That's when you're connected and it matters to you about how a person is doing and feeling. Let people know and find ways to communicate. If you don't know how to communicate or you're not good with that, they got books. Go to Barnes and Nobles, go to the library. If you don't want to buy no book, get you a library pass, check you out a book for free for a week, whatever it is, and get a book on communicating. They got books on body cues, body language. They got books on how to, how conversations with people, how to connect with people verbally. Read some of this stuff. Do things, connect, be more sociable. Just find ways to communicate better with someone because it goes a long way. And men, if you're trying to pursue that woman and you're trying to pursue a real woman and get to know her, you got to be concerned and converse. You have to pick up that phone and call her, brother. You can't just be sitting back looking at the phone waiting on her to call. Oh, I ain't gonna call her unless she call me. Or I ain't gonna answer. She didn't answer the last. Oh, this is a big one. She didn't answer the last time I called, so I ain't gonna answer this time. You playing games. Perhaps she just couldn't answer because of whatever. Maybe her phone was having trips. I mean, I've had a situation where my phone was acting up for real, and I couldn't even hear it ring. And people were saying they was calling me. I didn't get no calls. Boom. Took it to the store, found out that it was a defect, something going on with it. I had to get another phone. So sometimes people do have legitimate situations going on, and you need to just communicate that. You need to find out. Now, if you've told somebody you've been trying to reach them, and they give you something, well, I don't, some people come up with just faking the funk. Oh, I didn't see no missed call from you. Let me see. And your calls is all the way down the line, but they gonna sit up and say, I didn't get no missed call from you today. What time did you call? Well, yeah, I called and I texted and I left a voice message. Well, I didn't get none of them. Well, man, you batting 3. You ain't got neither one. Usually you gonna get one of them. Why, man, I just checked the voice message and I got that, but I sure didn't get the text. But I don't know what's going on. Maybe someone. Come on, y'all, be real. Be real. Reach out. Do better. Communicate. Connect. We grown. When you become grown, real grown, and mature, you want to connect with somebody on all different facets and levels outside of the bedroom. You want to have a connection that's beyond all that. It's a mental connection. It's a heart connection. It's a spiritual connection. You want to get deep into knowing that person. And how are you going to do that other than spending time and communicating with that person? And building up a trust factor where they will feel comfortable communicating with you and you will feel comfortable communicating with them. And if you have any problems doing that, then maybe y'all shouldn't be doing nothing, okay? Because that's a big one. But that's my message for today, you guys. I got to get back up in here. Excuse me, girl, tired. Didn't sleep well last night. And got a long day today. Staying over time a little bit, and I'm just it's been a long week, but I'm gonna be back. I'm trying to get back with you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Remember to love yourself, keep them lines of communication open, and stop all that texting. Pick up the phone, okay? All right, y'all, gotta go. Mwah.